It's Pokopia Day, chat. Welcome back, everybody. Saribot, welcome in. Chopin, you did spell desperate correctly. I wanna preface that. Also, I want to say sorry. I put 1 p.m. on my schedule, And I thought I was on time. And then I was like, oh, it's not 12:50. It's 1:50. So, I'm late, but... it's beside the point. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Chopin, your beeps are on the way. Welcome in. Guys, we got a fun stream for you today. It is the Storage Organization Day. We're going to do our dailies, and then we're going to start organizing our box system. And I want to figure out if this is something that I want to put, like in a cave below ground, or if it's if it's going to be something that I put, like, in a wall or something along those lines. Like, we're figuring out everything today. Nothing has been premeditated. I've watched maybe one reference video for, like, how to do storage, so, like, we're going off of that. But we're going to get right into it. Today, folks, we are fueled by Celsius Peach Vibe. I'm not sponsored by Celsius, but it'd be really cool if I was. Chat, we did our taxes today. So we got that done. That's what honestly what took me all my time before stream. That's why I was kind of thrown by the late start time. No way, me too, LOL. Dude, we need... okay, look, I like the hop-up event. I like all that fun stuff. Oh, hello, Charmeleon. Oh, that's right, you do the thing, don't you? Yep, you can turn my squishy clay into bricks. Let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, I think that took a little longer today because I had to call the place that has my 401k and get that info squared away. So once I got that done, we were good. Folks, I also want to display our farming system we've got set up here. We're waiting to get potatoes. We get these later in the game, but this is going to be in this empty row here. But in order to keep the soil moist, we added water below these decks that we put in. So they're always getting moist soil. And then we've got Jumpluff that lives right here, who's also giving us fluff. So think of that what you will. Okay, we're gonna give you some squishy clay too. What? What do you mean you have other stuff to do? But yeah, we have Jumpluff that lives here with the grow ability, so basically, anytime you see any soil like this that is glowing like that, that means it's been fertilized by the grow ability, and that you can have that happen once per stream. So Jumpluff is gonna passively just like fertilize all of this, and then I've got Bellsprout and Oddish that live here as well, so if they spawn in, they can also do the same thing. So we're gonna have them do that. Finally have an Aspir tree, so we're farming that as well. Ooh, we do need to gather vine ropes. Alright, so we're gonna come back to that later then. Chat, we've got a few dailies that we need to do. We can find them in our PC. Ooh, we got the Mew stamp. This is a very rare one. Alright, very happy about that. Okay, so we need to set off... that's a... okay, we can do that, that's fine. And then we have to give presents and gather vine ropes. Okay, cool. We can do this. We can do this. Give a present. Let's see. Oh. I did not mean to do that. Okay, count on that. Hello? Yeah, I want you to make the bricks. Here, maybe you have to be like on a place that you can actually make them on. I don't know. Oh, dude, I'm getting my A and B button messed up. I've been playing the Xbox controller for too long now. Okay, maybe, like, wherever we were standing, he wasn't able to make them, but now he can. Alright, Hitmonchan, I wasn't done talking to you. I need... What do you need? You want decorations? Alright, I can't give you that. Combi, what do you want? A toy? No. I need somebody who just needs food. Ugh. Wait, I have that. Where is it? I have some items that might be of use to this. Oh, yeah, we need to offload. I have pencils. Where did I put them? Right there. Got some offloading I need to do. We're gonna be organizing all this anyways. I don't know why I'm making us think about this. Let's see. Offload you. Oh, we have so much stuff, chat. This is gonna be a nightmare. I can already tell I'm gonna be exhausted by this whole thing, but it's okay. Professor Tangrowth, what are you doing on top of my storage boxes? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's the... Okay. That's right. Okay. We were gonna set up Pokemarts, and I didn't get around to that, so we're gonna do that another day. What do you want? Toy. Okay. That never needs anything. That's all I know. Here, let's make you. Let's just give you a variant. Did that. I'm gobbling this right up. Vine rope's gonna take a little bit, and then set off fireworks. Oh, and then we have daily shop items. Dennis, welcome in. Ooh, neon floor recipe. We need that one. Food poster recipe? It's on sale. Well, if you insist. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. Okay. Wait, iron rack. We might need this, actually. We may need those. Oh, what does Pidgey need? It's a quiz game. Alright. Between me and Magikarp, who's heavier? I think it's Magikarp. Dude, I'm so good at this game. What did you give me? A Lepaberry. Newsflash, Pidgey. There's Lepaberries everywhere. Okay. Next thing to do is get secret items. Which means we are going to punch the ground. And we got another mysterious slate. Folks, we need 2 more mysterious slates. And we will have completed... we will have completed our unknown mysterious slate alphabet. Hopefully, we might even be able to complete it today. Who knows? I like to think that the mysterious slates are like pretty uncommon items, so. I can't do that. This is like the... We haven't touched this area at all, and honestly I need to get houses built here. Because all of this is just rotting at this point. Okay, any other... Okay, we got a hidden item down there. Nothing on this side. I see one up there. That's why we're staying up here. We're in the edge of the map here. Ooh, fossil. Already one we have. We have a few fossils we need to complete. We need to complete the Rampardos one, the Auroras one, and then... I think those are the only 2 we need to do. Those are the only ones that have been introduced in the game. Maybe Aerodactyl, but... Wrong spot here. Great, another kit. Ooh, this is a new one. Ecruteak City. That is it. Let's see. Ooh, let's see this one. Alright, let's check this side. The Withered Wastelands map is just massive, so there's always like tons of hidden treasure drops. We got one over there. The ones that are in the grass I can never see because like color blindness, but oh, that's a Ditto doll. Ooh. I have never seen a Ditto doll before. I thought it was going to be another mysterious slate. That is very new. Maybe that's a rare item. Huh, neat. Alright. We're now just looking for any other slates. Okay. Two bean pods. Alright, let's check west real quick. There's always one over here that I noticed late in the day. After we are done doing item search, we are... what are we going to do? We are going to go to our dream island. Okay, nothing here. Alright, so let's check Rocky Ridges. Not any noticeable right off the bat. Oh, I see. Damn, I upgraded the difficulty for Sifu and I can't get through the second level without aging to 35. This game is wild. Hell yeah, man. I love when games are hard like that. Like, it's definitely frustrating, but I feel like the payoff is super rewarding if you can, like, beat it, you know? Okay, that was one glowing spot. Another one up here. That is... Ooh, and some copper. And some copper. Sometimes my combos hit better because the speed is better, but I'm also misreading a lot more often and taking damage I'm not used to, so I keep getting slipped a year everywhere I go. Yeah, it's hard to pick up, like, good muscle memory for that, I can imagine. We got 2 spots over here. Oh? Substitute doll. Damn. As much as I like the substitute doll, that is not what I want to see. Okay, there's one here. Ah? Mysterious Slate. 1 to go, chat. We need 1 more Mysterious Slate. That's gonna be a big deal if we get that. Okay, this biome you're in is hitting a good design. Thank you. The Rocky Ridges, I'm very happy with this area. I think out of all the areas, I think I've spent the most time here. If it's not Withered Wastelands, it's Rocky Ridges. I have put in a lot of time in this area. Jaw Fossil. So we don't need that one. Okay, what can I drop? Is there anything that does not need to be in my inventory? The single bean pod does not need to be here. So we'll do that. Wait, I can eat this. Eat this one, right? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I think we got everything here. Let's check the museum area. That would be the only other place I can think of. But yeah, I put in a lot of work with this one, so... the stage, getting everything set up with the electricity. This is supposed to be a restaurant that, if you really want to, you can make it, you can, like, repurpose it and, like, turn it into something. Putting in this stairwell that leads up to the mountains here is another fun thing that I added. Because I built the Altar of Flame, which is, Moltrace's home. I built that here. That's not where you go. You go here. So, yeah, we put in a lot of work in this place, and I've got ideas for how I want to make it better, but we're probably not going to improve this place until after... Is this the final one? Chat, we can now complete the Mysterious Slate. This is amazing. We no longer have to do any digging. Or I don't really care to do any more digging. Yeah, let's go back to the... Let's go back to Withered Wasteland then. But yeah, there's a whole, like, museum area as well. That you can take minecarts to, but I've seen people, like, completely clear out that and, like, take a direct minecart path to the museum that's on the other side of the map. So Rocky Ridges is really cool. When I discovered the museum, I was, like, shocked, because I felt like I was getting to an area that I wasn't supposed to be in. So, it's that aspect of the game that I really enjoy. Hytale has a similar issue. So, y'all get to see what happens when we complete this now. And you also get to see what it actually is. Alright. So you can tell where it goes on the map based on the letter that's on the back of it. D. Y. And the final one, L. This. Oh? cutscene. Dang, what a great nap. Hey, you the one who called me here? You need me for something? You want to be my friend? Heck yeah, let's be buddies. Come chat whenever you have time. I am gonna have Mew move into it. Wait, let me look at the dex entry again. Likes warm. What's teleport? The Pokemon with the teleport especially can instantly take you to a Pokemon you're searching for. Ooh, okay. Okay, you like sweet foods? That's easy. He's calling me bestie. Ooh, what do you mean? Oh, he gave me a carrot. Okay. Okay. Hey, look, it's not much, but it gets by. And I need to put that up. Cool. All right, Mew lives here now. Easy. Ooh, we have more of these. Throw the Ditto doll in here. Well, actually, no. Let's just set the Ditto doll. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that either. I think Mew likes living here. Okay, we're gonna set you there. And then we're gonna set you here. Beautiful. Okay. Let's offload anything else that applies to this spot. So the eared candle makes sense. I have tomato seeds? Oh, I do have tomato seeds, don't I? Alright, we'll hang on to those. That's fine. A lot of kits. I have an extra fortress city, we're just gonna drop that in here. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, Mew, go ahead and chill there. I got some more items I need to drop off. Which are gonna go here. Aw. Silver feather. I've got a rainbow feather in here, I know it. There, I've actually got 3, okay. Oh my gosh, I have so many brick borders. Wait, let's just finish up the brick border while we're here. I know I've still got some left. Yeah, this. I haven't been able to make these yet, or I haven't gotten the recipe to do them. So I've just been stealing them from Dream Islands. because stealing is just easier than making something yourself in this game. We still have a lot of work to do, so I'm not like crazy about needing to finish it now, but okay. And then we got an ad starting soon. After the ad, we're gonna gear up to go to our dream island, and then we'll go from there. Do I not have Cliff Rock in here? Oh, that's red spotted Cliff Rock. Obviously. How could you be so dumb? Okay, but in this one I should have the... No, I don't? Alright, well, then we're just gonna offload Arch Tilling in here. All of our kits somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, we already have the Freezing Chambers kit. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know where I'm going to put the Freezing Chambers yet, and I honestly don't know if I want to put that up yet. I don't have a place that makes sense for it. I think, okay, we could put it up in the beach area just because that's where the Seafoam Islands are. And then I think it would make sense to put up the power plant in the Skylands, which y'all haven't seen the Skylands yet. That's gonna be next stream, so stay tuned for that for sure. Where am I putting all my kits? Oh wait, Arch Tilling. Where did I put it? I put it in. Oh, you have my brick. Thank you. Okay. We have so much stone, it's not even funny. Okay. I think we have enough space in our inventory. We can realistically go to the Dream Island. So let me fast travel to Rocky Ridges. I realize we're probably not going to be doing any organization stuff until the second hour. Ooh, Black Scarecrow is live as well, folks. If you want to give him a look-see. He's probably hunting in Gen 4 if I had to guess. Alright. Part of me wants to do the CD doll. I don't think we have the Dragonite doll yet, so I don't really care to farm resources from there yet. But we're going to keep going to the Eevee Island because that is where we were able to get the potential Suicune spawn. And we've been trying every day, really hard, but we haven't been able to get it. But that's okay. Folks, as a reminder, we have been doing a Kaizo Ironmon, and we just got past the 3rd badge, the farthest we've ever made it, with our 69, the Porygon 2, on our 69th attempt. We've gotten past Watson. We've got a ton of grinding before we've even faced Maxie or Flannery yet. So that stream is going to be tomorrow. Be sure to tune in for that. This is a new island for sure. I haven't seen the Horse Rock spawn this close to the entrance before, but that's okay. Alright, let's see. Looks like we're good at a promising island. Looks like there's enough underground. There's a few things we do every time we come to a dream island. It is, 1, we check for all items on the ground. There's always one in a house, if there is a house. So we always check in there. We check for the little fountain garden area. We have a... here. Lost relic, cool. Every time we get only 1 dream island a day, right? So it doesn't really matter what we leave here or what we take from here, because it's going to regenerate the next day anyways. We try to harvest all of the Stardust on the beach as well, if we can. And because there's an event going on, there's these cotton spores that we can use to pay Hoppip for little decorations around at Pokemon Center in our main area. So that's something we can also do. I've collected enough and I've gotten enough of everything that I want from Hoppip, so I don't need to collect anymore. Okay, it doesn't look like we got a fountain today, so we can't steal any brick. Brick patterns, but that's okay. Okay, so next thing we do is, before we go underground, we need to go up. And we get all the items from up here. These yellow ones, these gold Pokeballs, they give us habitat info, so this is like something we wouldn't naturally find. What's that? Pitcher plant pot. I've never seen that one before. Okay. And it'll give us stuff for items that we don't have, whereas like, if we're going through our playthrough, it'll give us habitat info for like items we already have near areas that we can do it in. Lazy photo album scrolling. That is very funny. And I have to place this in Rocky Ridges. I can absolutely do that. I'm actually very interested to see what that becomes. And then there's always something at the top of one of these towers if it spawns in. Grab something from up there. It's probably just an item we already have. Yeah, like garden flowers. Checking the edges here, making sure we got all of the item drops. Usually spawn on this cliff side. Yeah, over here. We got a leafy plant. That's not the pitcher plant pot that we needed. It's okay. Okay, so now that we've gotten everything from there, now we go underground. So our map has 2 underground entries. They may connect, they may not. We are looking for a crystal palace-looking place below here. If we find anything that has like crystal walls, that has our Suicune. And then we can befriend Suicune. Hopefully bring Suicune to our area. Surprise in store. You haven't discovered this habitat yet. What is this? Boo in the box? I've never seen that item before. It's probably how we get Gengar. Just if I had to guess. These walls are meant to be broken down. If we wanted to harvest stone, we could. Looks like we go pretty deep here. What do we got? 1, Okay, we do have some rare Pokemetal fragments too, so we can harvest those. That's good. So, not a complete miss today. We've had some misses where we don't get any rare metals, and those are rough as well. Looks like we just got trash cans. But... No! Give me a burger. The Pokemetal is like considered a harder element, so we need to feed ourselves in order to use it, or in order to mine it. Okay, we'll check this side. The Pokemetal is kind of like, I guess, the diamond of Minecraft. It's the diamond comparison of Pokopia, if I had to compare it to anything. Okay, we can turn these into ingots, and then we can, it lets us pay for stuff like storage boxes, which we are going to need a lot of today. So I'm glad we're doing the Dream Island first, because then we can do this. We start turning these into ingots. Which, honestly, I should have had somebody start smelting those while I was away, but... There's one more here. There really is just a ton in this area. Oh my god, okay. I think we got it all. Alright, we got a lot of work cut out for us, because we gotta start smelting that. Not a Suicune, but definitely a good haul. So I'm happy with this. This is exactly why we did the Dream Island first. And I think we still have another area too, so, or another underground area. I don't know if there was a way through here. Oh, we do get some copper. We don't really use copper for anything. We don't use copper ore for anything, I guess is the important thing. Because there's ways you can use iron ore, and you can get stuff from that, but copper, you only really get something for that if you smelt it. So we'll take it anyways. But, okay, there is nothing else here. Gloom, the weed Pokemon. Alright. That, I think, is going to do it for this island. I wish I would have kept track of how many rare metals we started with and how many we left with. Be a fun little thing to look at. I don't think it's worth it to go around and collect more Stardust, so we will leave. One of these days we will find Suicune, but today is not that day. Chopin, your beeps are on the way, by the way. I don't think I ever told you that, but beeps are on the way. Hell yeah. Okay, thank you, Drifloon. You're the best. Alright. Score Bunny, I have a task for you. Room secured. Okay. I want you to take all of this. So I have about 150, so we're going to give you 52. And you're going to start smelting this. Alright, and then we're going to get all of our other fire types, and they're going to start smelting it too. And we keep all of our other fire types up on the mountain. And next to all of their homes are these smelting little things. So Charcadet, you're awake. Hey, get over here. Hey, what do you need? Oh, thanks. Here, you can thank me by making some stuff. Follow me. Alright, yep, get to work. Magmar, you're next. Where are you? Wake up. Not the rare. We'll do the rare metals the other day. Today's not that day. Alright, all three smelts are going now. I think if we have another fire type in here, we can have one. Got a lot of twine. We have so much twine. We have an ungodly amount of twine. have just a twine farm going on in Trace's house. That's what we've got going on. Okay, I don't have another spell. That's okay. I don't need to add anything to your email. You have a luxury lamp. You do not need anything else. Okay, while they're working on that, I believe... Well, let me drop down here. Let me see how many ingots I have currently. Okay, I have 58 Pokemetal ingots. I think that should be enough to get started. Now, the big thing is making sure that I know where I want to put everything to. So I'm going to have to scout out a place in this area that makes sense for it to be, too. I'm under the impression that progress is 100% task-based and there isn't any form of combat, correct? There is no combat in this game. Yes, all progression is task-based, including, like, filling out your habitat decks, your Pokedex, and your item decks. So, basically, you just have to log everything that it can be seen in the game for, like, 100% completion. Okay. Here's what I have in mind. And I think I know how I want to do this, but I'm going to do some testing real quick. So, first off, let's just move all of these out of the way. I want to confirm whether or not I can build underneath the Pokemon Center. So that's the first thing we're going to test. Okay, we can build underneath the Pokemon Center, which I think is what we're gonna do. And I think that's honestly amazing that the game allows us to do that. So we're just gonna be up here for a sec. What I am thinking is that we are going to build a stairwell underneath my home and the Pokemon Center. And we are going to line up all of these little storage boxes that take up 2x1 slots. And we're going to buy just a ton of those. No, we don't buy them, we craft them. And I'm going to start by crafting 20. It's going to be this. It takes 3 Pokemetal ingots to make one of these. And we are going to use all of them. We are going to make 19 of them. Because we've got more metal ingots coming on the way. So we have 19 storage boxes. That is what we're going to start with. The other thing we need to make is frames. Because we need to label what all of these boxes are. And the frame is the best way to do that. So we're going to make 19 of those. We're going to need more boxes than this, but this is a start. Okay. Let's go back. I think what we want to do, and the stairwell I think is probably the most important aspect of this, so I want to make sure that I'm doing that right. I need Tangrowth to get out of the way. I think it's literally just gonna be a stairwell, like that goes straight down, and then it's gonna be like all in this area over here. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I think it's gonna be. Okay, that's fine. Food effects, happy for those to wear off. Oh, actually, I do not want them to wear out. I want to be able to fix stuff easier. Who's making that noise? Oh, somebody is trying to get my attention. Okay. Oh, okay. Whatever. The question is, how deep do I want this to go down? Well, we want it to be deep enough. Ooh, this is good. This is like... Huh. What if we went down deeper? Wait, I have elements for a ladder. Why don't we... I'm so glad you can build while being on a ladder. I don't think people realize how important that is. Okay, so it's gonna be a ladder to start. That's what I've determined. But it is gonna be a stairwell, I know this. Ooh, we hit coarse rock. There's coarse rock down here? Noted. Alright, well. Let's just dig this way then. This is barren soil? I like this coarse rock, and I think we're gonna try to keep this. Chosen, welcome in. Chosen, you are catching us on our storage organization today. I've determined that we are going to build underground for our storage. That is what I have determined. Okay, that was close. We're digging, we're punching, we're rock smashing, man. Driving home, so I'll be lurking for a little bit. Hell yeah. See you when you get home. Alright. We are on an ad break now. That's that applies to. And then we definitely want the ceiling to be higher, so we're gonna start knocking that out. That's fine. The more storage, the better, right? You can always expand this too. I'm not worried about that. Take out all of this above us first. We had a music change too. We need something. Why is everybody chilling out over here? Got... Oh, what do you need? Oh, thank you. Can I make the brick pattern yet? Take out the rest of this roof. Good start. Maybe we start by getting the stairs made. Actually, wait, we don't need more than 30. Or we shouldn't need more than 30. Let's just start with this. Okay, let's see. This is fine. We'll probably take out the full ladder soon. We'll do partial stair for now. Hello. Ooh, sour flares? I have those now. This, now look at this. It's for you. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, it almost was perfect. I had to go back one more. Why don't we just have it enter from... No, this is actually gonna bug me. Yeah, I gotta go back one. Means we do need to take out this post. Oh, it's called White Rock. Got it. White Rock, White Rock. This. Okay, so you can't take the ladder when you're on, but you can set ladder. You just can't take it. So Let's do this. So let's... Oh, this is barren anyways. So not barren, we do... ordinary soil here. Take that. Take that. There. That. Take that. Yeah, and we'll just use barren soil for this. Same thing here. Slowpoke, what do you need? Oh, you have something for me? Adorable hedge seeds. You're so kind. Okay. I think... we got this constructed. Now we put in the stairs. And then if we ever want to expand, we can. Stacks, welcome in. Stacks, thank you for the hydrate. Stacks also want to get in on those random beeps. I got you. We got one set going right now, which Chopin put in. By the way, folks, Chopin's going to be streaming today. Be sure to tune in at 5. Is that right, Chopin? Stacks, your beeps are on the way. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. This is an organization day, Stacks. We are going through. We are making a storage area. And we're going to put it down here. And I don't really know how we're going to do it, but I believe. Yeah, we haven't put a whole lot of thought into it, I will admit. All I know is that I've got a very specific box that I want to do, and then I want to label all of them with frames. So that's what I have planned. We can always expand further as well, so I'm not too worried about that. So we made 19 of them so far, so let me find them in my inventory. Here they are. So we can do them this way. And then I should be able to open them this way as well. So I can just have them labeled on the side here where if I just put the frame, please let me put, oh, it's not gonna let me do that. But instead, I can do that. Now, what happens if I put a storage box here? What happens? Okay, so it still works. Got it. This is how I want it to look. Is we are going to have the box here, and let's just put, so like the soil box, or the tile box. If it'll let me do that? Maybe? I don't know. Yes, it will. Okay, so we're gonna put an ordinary soil in there. Any soil that we have is gonna go in here. This is like anything that is not a surface level one. This one is gonna be all of the nice ones. The field grass. Trying to think of other ones that are like nice, but they're all gonna go in there. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, it is the frame. Okay. Go up, we frame, and we're gonna put the nice stuff. The nice stuff is gonna go in there. Okay. Next is this guy. This is gonna be all lumber-based products, I believe. Yes, any... Here. Did I put the frame up? I haven't put the frame up. Actually, wait, hang on. Let's have it be any unprocessed stuff. So, well, no. I guess... What if we did... Oh! Chopin! Chopin, we've located your beeps. Chopin, I repeat, we've located your beeps. That was... How many was that? That was... 5,232 seconds on your beeps. Stacks even came in time for them. Huzzah. Okay. Next... Okay, so we've got a few different resources, right? We've got... we could just call it, like, raw materials, maybe? Could even have, like, a burnable section, which probably is going to be the twine. I think we can just dedicate one box to stone. And I think that's what we're going to do. Because stone by itself is, like, such a unique product that I almost don't want to touch it. The next box is going to be anything lumber. So, like, we're going to frame... We're going to frame a log. Right? Anything that is lumber-based, which is either these logs or this lumber, is going to go in there. We're going to put sturdy sticks in there. Actually, no. Sturdy sticks are gonna go in burnables. Burnables is gonna be its own thing. So we do that. Add a frame. Burnables, which is gonna be represented by the twine. Anything that can be burned is going in there. Okay, so that's an easy one. That one we can put like. We can even put, like, leaves in there. Leaves are a good representation of what would go in there. Ooh, maybe I should represent it with... Maybe I should represent the nice one with white rock. Maybe to indicate, like, the hard surfaces, maybe? The ones that, like, you need extra strength to do. Maybe that's what we do. And then we just throw all the black rock in there. Yeah, maybe that's the way we do it. That way we can put, like, sand, grass, soil in there. Soil in here, and then rock in here. And then stone, which is the resource of it, goes in there. Okay. Next. What is next? What do we probably put crops in here next. Oh, you can do that. I thought you couldn't do this. Well, okay. Ooh, before crops, I do need to put ore in there. Ore is gonna get its own section. Crap, I didn't know that. I thought you couldn't do this. Okay, whatever. It's okay. We're looking for cave rock. And then stone. I guess we do need to do all of the... Here, let's just represent it with copper ore, right? So any unprocessed metals are going to go in there. And we're just going to take all these frames off. Let's just start by getting all these laid out. I think that's probably the most important thing. Ooh, that counts as furniture. Oh, I still have more. Okay, so we can actually expand this further then. So this is 19 across. Let's do one more row, and then that way it's 20. And then when we get our 20th box, we're going to put it in there. And then frames. We got another ad starting soon, chat, just a reminder. Okay, so unprocessed metal here, and then processed ingots are gonna go here. What else? Okay, I think we can move on. No, there's other process stuff we need to do. Actually, wait, why don't we just put raw resources in here like the log? Since the log is considered a raw resource. And then let's put the refined ones like lumber. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So, raw resources in here. Processed resources there. Raw ore. Processed ore. And then the twine is burnables. Okay, got it. Burnables I don't care about, I think is the important thing. Like fluff, leaf, vine rope, etc. Okay, now I think we go on to crops. So, crops would be... Maybe berries is like its own thing, too. So... okay, I didn't want to figure it out. That's okay. And then here, we frame... I think a carrot's probably the best representation, yeah? Crops, berries, crops, and then I think we can just keep the seeds in there too as well. Okay, hedges is another thing. Or maybe we just represent... What's a good way to represent seeds? Probably these. Anything that is a seed goes in there. Oh, it looks like Seribot is not picking up on this ban evader. Or no, wait, Seribot did ban them. Never mind. Congratulations, Seribot, you're doing your job. Yes, Stacks, we got Seribot added. Did that last night. Chopin and I were on a call, and got that done. Do cave mushrooms count? I'm gonna count cave mushrooms as food, and they're gonna be represented in the crops because you can use them for. Well, okay, I actually don't know where to put cave mushrooms, but they're gonna go somewhere. Okay, what is the next resource? What makes sense? We could do like dishes, maybe. Maybe we put dishes in there. What's a good bread? Bread is a great representation of cooked dishes. Okay, what is next? We did seeds, we did food, we've done processed materials, burnables. What is something let's maybe like building materials, so something like steps or fencing maybe. So if it's like a building material, maybe, or if it's like a made building material, could be good. What else? Okay, this is one that I've been meaning to do. Let's get the small relics, small lost relic, and the large lost relic. And the items that we get from those are going to go in those containers. That's how I'm going to do that. Honey is also a food. I will figure out a place for that. Okay, I think the next one's probably furniture. Furniture makes sense. It would be toys, decorations, and furniture. Relaxation, decoration, and then toy is the other one. Yeah, toy. There are a lot of different items for that, so we might even need extras for those. But we'll have to get very specific with decorations at some point, just because there's so many different items. Fossils are probably another good one. Any sort of fossils we find. We'll represent it with that. frame. Okay, let's start with... What's an iron rack? We don't care about that. Wait, how does the rack work? Does this work how I think it could? No. Okay, so it would stack on top. Do I care about that? I don't think I do. Well, actually, wait, hang on, that might matter. Can I get in here if I stack it that way? Interesting. Okay, we're gonna make a mental note of these iron racks, because I think if we make more of those, we can then get maybe like another layer on top, maybe? I don't know. Maybe something. Did I have cooked foods? Yes, cooked foods is the bread. What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, crops, right? Yeah, crops is this. Cooked foods. Okay, so I think it's gonna be decorations. Which is one of the biggest categories. I think I'm gonna represent it with... Oh, no, we want to frame it. I think the wreath is probably the best way to frame decorations. And maybe that's like outdoor decorations, maybe? Or like nature decorations? And then maybe I need something that's like more representative of like indoor decorations. Like posters. Posters I feel like is a good indoor thing, right? So we'll put that poster in there as a placeholder for now. Okay, furniture. There's like purposeful, and then there's like relaxing furniture. I think another thing before we're gonna need so many more boxes, but let's see. So like a side table is considered furniture, but it's not relaxation. So I feel like that's a good representation of like purposeful furniture. So I'm just gonna put side table in there as representation of furniture. And then there's like a bed, right? So like a garden bench is a good representation of like relaxation. Maybe I think if I found another bed, that would be the best way to represent it. Which I don't have on hand. Or no, it's, here we go. That is relaxation furniture, right? And then toys we can be super specific with as well. We're gonna need more rows, I think is the bottom line of this. But we will be expanding this, I think is the important thing. So we'll put all toys in this 20th one here on the end. Which we will, now that we've like laid all of it out, oh, what's magic here? 3 bags of beautiful flower seeds. See, now I have a spot to put them, which is amazing. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is I need to offload all of this soil that I have so that I can hold more things. And that's going to start with all of this. You could dedicate a box just to ordinary soil. That's how much of it I have. You should see how much volcanic ash I have as well. Hell, we might even need to like expand. That's what the second boxes will be above. So if there's more than we can fit in a big storage box, that's just gonna go above it on an iron rack, and it'll be represented that way. Okay, I feel a lot better about this. Okay, do we have any more ordinary soil? I don't think we do. So now we go on to barren ordinary soil, and then we go to field grass. We have so much space still, which is why I love these big boxes. Okay, mossy soil, coarse rock. No, this is rock, so we do hang on to this. Gravel is a loose one. Cave rock is also a hard rock, so this is gonna go. So it's gonna be white rock, coarse rock, which we get from the Dream Islands, and then cave rock. And then black rock we get from Rocky Ridges. Beautiful. Okay, and then stone. Stone and unprocessed materials. We have tons of this. Good. And then we're gonna have more of it too, so I'm gonna leave an open slot. Small logs makes sense to go here as well. I'm just gonna put it all in here. We're gonna get more anyways. What are other unprocessed materials? So it's gonna be all of the... No, these are ores, so we keep these. What are the other unprocessed ones we have? Squishy clay? Squishy clay is the other one. I think it's just those 3 resources. Maybe we throw like stardust in there too, if we have it, but... we can actually... Ooh, here's what we do. We put in a crafting table down here as well. That's why we need to hang on to our lumber. Wait. No, we don't need to. So we should just get all of that real quick. And then did we get more vine rope from... Should be our dailies. I think the only thing we need to do is just fireworks now. Oh, and we placed more furniture. Great. Wait, no, I meant to make the crafting table. Let me do that. Wait, do I want asphalt? No, I think I want to put in stone flooring downstairs. How do I make a crafting table? What do I need for that? Am I looking past it? What am I missing here? Wait, what do I need? Oh my god, I need stone. Okay. Okay, we have one of those now. Come all the way down here. And then we put it in right here. And then I was gonna craft something. What was I gonna craft? Ooh, we can just make our cannon now. Here, let's just do the firework thing now. Because I got fireworks somewhere. I don't remember where I put them. Oh, they're right here. Here, let's do... Is this a toy? Yeah. Here, let's do... Leave that there. And then that should be it for our dailies. Beautiful. Okay, back to what I was doing. So I wanted to craft something. I forgot what it was that I wanted to craft. We were offloading this. This, just raw materials. I think I'm fine hanging on to the lumber that I have right now, but we're gonna just at least have that in there. Twine, offloading all of that. We're gonna get more from Larvesta and Volcarona here in a second. Sturdy Stick is a burnable. Leaves are burnables. Put like that many in there. And then we don't need this much fluff. I'm gonna say we need like 10 fluff. Okay, as far as these go, I technically want to keep iron ore on me, but we'll do that. We'll keep 3. How about that? And then let's put, yeah, let's do this. Let's just offload all of these in here. Okay, I didn't give this one a purpose, but I'm gonna make this one the thing I keep the kits in. It's not gonna make a lot of sense, but it'll make sense to me. So like the stone house kit, the furnace kit, the windmill kit, the sand cottage kit. There's other kits in here, I think. No, these are the only ones. But I got a whole box dedicated to those upstairs right now, so I gotta move all of those. Okay, ingots. We move all of those in. We're gonna hang on to this iron ore because we need it. We're gonna hang on to the poke metal. We'll drop the rare metal. This is fine. Process materials. I want to hang on to my concrete because I know I'm gonna. Well, I guess we don't need the concrete today, so I'm just gonna drop my brick and my concrete in there. I'm also gonna drop my brick bordering in there because I don't need that right now. Maybe I should have marked one for tiles that are like paths and stuff. Roads? Roads is what I'm looking for. Roads should be its own thing. And I think that's gonna go above the coarse rock, or the rock material. So I'm never gonna hit that much rock. So I think what we're gonna do is let's just put in the iron rack now. And then if we were to put in one there, it would go immediately immediately above here, and that would be our tiling. But yeah, we're offloading everything right now. That's the main thing I want to do. Burnables. Okay, I want to add the rest of the vine rope in here because we don't need all of that. Let's go to crops. I want all of this in here. I don't want to see. I think the only thing that I want to have on hand is fresh carrot. I'm going to keep like 5 of those. Everything else in here. Potatoes are going to go there. I'm considering honey a crop. Or it's a food. It's a raw food, basically. But I'm going to keep... I'm going to keep 5 on hand. Oh wait, these are berries. Whoops. Crops go in here. So beans, wheat, tomato. Beans, greens, tomatoes, potatoes, lamb, ham. Okay, this is berries. All of those in there. We're gonna put. We have no raspberries, so I'm just gonna put 1 in there for now, just to mark a spot for it. We do not need this many pecha. Down to 5. 5 of each. Chesto, because I know I can get some today, and Ross, because we don't have a lot of it. And then, you could technically put honey in there. I'm just going to put honey in here. We only need 5. Put you on the food row. And then... bottled water is not... Maybe water's its own... No, we'll put all the different waters in here, I've determined. I've never needed an insane amount of water. So we're gonna put that there. We've got other water that goes here as well. So like, the moo milk is a water, that's gonna go in there. The soda pop is a water that's gonna go in there. The rosary tea and other things too if you want to like get the full thing in there, but let me think. Okay. Kits are gonna go in there. Relics we're gonna go and grab all those and put those in there. I don't know if we're even gonna have maybe we just represent all of them in this container, so maybe this doesn't need to go here, maybe this is what becomes kits. So what we do is we take... Here's what we do. We take... where was I putting the kits? Here? Yeah. Let's put all of the kits, let's represent it with the pink cottage. Or no. Frame it. And then we'll put all of our relics in here. Because some of them are just furniture. And like other things, so I don't think we need it. We can fit all of that in one container. If we need to, we can do more. But this is furniture, or this is. What if this became title? No. Do we have any more fossils on here? What do I have? That was all I had. Okay, let's go back to seeds. I'm not gonna organize these in order yet. I'm just gonna throw them all in here and then think about them later. These are garden flowers, not seeds. It's a plant, not seeds. Hedge seeds. Oh, that is a fossil. Get your half of that 69. That's nice. Nice stacks. Very nice. This is the most barren that my inventory has been in a while. Alright, we're gonna put all of our materials that we use that are wooden in here. Railings apply to this too. I don't even know if a wooden bench counts, but throw that in there. I'm throwing the ladder in there as well because that's like a utility item, and then like the steps would go in as well. I forgot to throw the asperberry in here. Actually, wait, no, this would be represented on this line. Yeah. Okay, back to cooked goods. I don't need this much bread. I think I need, at most, maybe 5 bread. I don't need this many steaks either. Well, here, let me take 1. So, that's the next one I'm gonna eat. And then, carrot bread I just give out. I don't really eat that one anymore. If I want to just represent each of the cooked foods that I've done, we can do that, maybe, but yeah, I think that's the most I need of any of those. Fresh water is an ingredient. Leaves are like a main ingredient that I use to fill out dishes as well. Even though this is like a currency and not a seed, I'm gonna throw the cotton spores in there. Garden bench is furniture, we'll put that in later. I'm stingy about these metals. Oh, we got more beans. Beans! That's so many. Soups. We'll just, here, this, we just throw in soup. The crates, I'm just keeping on hand. That's just like, if I need a decoration in a pinch, that is what it's for. What else? Okay. The garden bench is technically relaxation, so it goes in there. And then the knitting supplies are gonna go in toys. But like, the music notes also go in toys, right? So like, that's something that's gonna be moving soon. Here, I'm just gonna put it on utility because those are gonna move. This is an outdoor decoration. This is the perfect spot for the garden flowers. Sand den kit, I even forgot I had that. utility poles. I actually keep those on hand. That's a utility item. Sea glass fragments are actually a raw material, so that's gonna go in there. Okay, extravagant flowers are technically, even though that's something that you would put indoors, it's a natural item. So I'm gonna keep that in the natural decorations, just because that's a specific category you can get. So I'm gonna leave those in there. That is that's a raw resource. That's a burnable actually. So waste paper is gonna go in there. That's a toy technically. Paint is gonna be its own thing. I didn't even think about that. Paint is its own thing. Oh, there's so many things. What if we just made more rows instead of limiting it to 20? We could just do that, couldn't we? How many did I set? This is 20, 21, 22, 23, 22. We have a 24. We're going to expand to 24. Mess up. I don't know how far I was supposed to go. Oh, that's perfect. It was right on the dot. And I've got the exact perfect spot for it. It's just gonna go in the soil bin. Beautiful. Okay. What else do I have in my... Oh, I've got tomatoes. These are in the extra category. So... I'll put you there. Okay, I've got the sea glass fragments. Those are a raw material. They will go in here. Okay. Strange strings. I'll hang on to paint. And then I've got a sand den kit that I'm going to put in here as well. I'm gonna consider stardust a raw material as well. So we're gonna throw that in there, and then I'm actually just gonna use the 99 that I have to make a star piece. And star pieces are refined materials, so therefore they will go in pool. Okay, we got other stuff in here too. This is furniture. That's a decor. That's actually an outdoor decoration. Oh, there's so many direct decorations we're gonna have. Like signs, I think, could even be its own category, but we'll put it in. Maybe we. I'm just gonna say it now. We're gonna need a third box for decorations because there's like so many different categories of decorations that we have. That's gonna be its own Okay, boxes. So let's start by taking... Let's clear all this out so that we've got nothing that can infiltrate this row. We'll even throw the poke metals here so that they cannot be infiltrated. Okay. I know where those go. I don't know where that goes, actually. Take those, take those, take those, take those. Take those. Actually, hang on. We have a slot for this. Yeah. Furniture, we have that. Furniture. That's a refined resource. That's actually a utility item, so we'll hang on to that. Seeds, seeds, seeds. That's a raw resource. That... I don't know what we'll do with that. That's a toy. Tell you what, I know exactly what we're going to do with this moss. Ready? Watch this, watch this. So, we're going to take these 4 pieces of moss. And then we're going to cut them up. And then we're going to become leaves. Boom. Alright. That one's empty. We can pocket that. This is the resource box. This is the square box. We're taking all of these, and we're moving all of those, taking that, and we're gonna move them all down here. It's gonna be great, guys. Just trust me. Okay, ordinary soil goes there. Barren, oh, we have so much barren soil. Okay. This top one is just going to be all the barren and ordinary soils. Striped soil is also considered an ordinary soil, so we're going to take those. Actually, wait. Pocket this. Put in all those. Alright. And then volcanic ash, volcanic ash, volcanic ash. Those in. We got a ton of cliff rock. Spotted cliff rock. Moss soil, gravel, sandstone. That is a rock, so we keep that. That's a rock. That is sand. We'll keep that in. Alright, we go our rocks. Drop that in, and we drop that in. Oh. This has been way more productive than I thought I would be. I'm actually kind of blown away how much we've done. I thought there was a lot I was going to be unsure of doing this process, but I'm happy with this so far. Okay, more boxes to clear out. Let's do this. Okay, raw resource, furniture. Oh, we're not talking. Raw resource, seeds, stone, leaf, burnable, food. Oh, what's up? Oh, more seeds. Great. Burnable. Frames, we actually need those. Seeds. Seaweed is technically a food. It's an ingredient, so we'll hang on to that. Doors could be its own box, which is awesome. Decoration, resource, door. Okay, take that box. facing the other way. Oh, these are the tiles. Okay, but this is like a grab bag of stuff. So let's just grab all this. That's gonna go. Actually, I don't know what to do with the awning. Maybe that's like fabrics, maybe. That would be something we put above the tiling container. Yeah, these are all like housing ingredients. So that. Oh my god. Wooden item, furniture, burnable. So many garden lights in so many different places. Tiling, seeds. It's also a utility. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Log chair. That's relaxation, really? I think I do that. Campfire was a relaxation. Okay, we'll take that. Let's sort out everything we just picked up. Okay, so what did we just get from here? We got more soil. Ordinary soil in there, and then on this one we just drop in all the grass. Mossy soil is even considered a grass, so we'll drop that in. This is red spotted cliff rock. And that's skyland sand. And then here. Why? Oh, I had to do a swap. Oh, alright. That's a lot. But I think that's all of our raw soils. So those are done. We have rocks. We got rocks from there, right? No, there were no rocks in there. Okay. Resources. Yes, we got some of those. We have those. We're actually going to move the Stardust over because we have seashells and then sea glass fragments. We actually have more stone too, so we'll put another row down here. I imagine that stone is going to take up like all of this. The majority item in this container is going to be stone. Okay, process material. I'm going to put all of the brick on this row separately because I just know that that's going to take up a lot of it too. Okay, burnables are going to go in the next one. What else can go here? These are refined materials. Glass is a refined material, yes. Alright, burnables. That's gonna be... I don't really care if this part's organized. Oh, crystal fragments are raw materials. We'll go put those in there. Forgot I had those. Burnables, back to here. so much twine. Like, oodles of twine. Did we get more leaves? We do have more leaves. I'm actually just going to keep this 58 leaf on me because I know I'm going to be using it. And I know I'm going to get more leaves, too. Okay, no raw resources. What else do we have in here? Furniture? Okay, so... the chair... okay, table actually. Tables are their own thing, so tables can go in here. Fine with that. Did I have a chair? Yes, I've got 2 chairs. Chairs are considered relaxation. So, like, that's gonna go in there. That's actually gonna be the first item in that slot. And then this wooden table, or wooden chair is gonna go in there, but the wooden table is gonna go in here. So there's the wooden table, and then there's the log table. Alright, I've got raw wood materials that are for building purposes. I would even put, like, the storage box in here. I don't think I'm ever gonna make another one of these wooden storage boxes, because they're only able to hold 2 rows of things, so 20 items total. So I don't want those anymore. Like, the wooden post is gonna go in here. The roof support is gonna go in here. The water basin is gonna go in there. Wooden items I don't care about. I think the only thing that I won't put in there is crates, but here, I'll put 1 in so that we have a spot for it. The wooden plate is gonna go in there. The wooden bench... actually, no, the wooden bench that's relaxation. That goes in there as well. Like, because the wooden bench is technically a seat. For relaxation purposes, you go here. Study desk. Study desk is considered a table. It's got a functional purpose to it, so we'll put it in there. I have more glass, more refined materials. That's a table, that's a decoration. That's an indoor, this is an indoor, the mug is an indoor decoration. That's a table. So that goes in there. That is a decoration. This is a natural decoration, so like, even though it's something you put indoors, it is a natural decoration. The vine wall decoration is a natural decoration. I don't even know what to do with berry chairs. Berry chairs, technically relaxations, so we'll put it in here. This chair is technically relaxation, so we'll put that in there. Okay, seeds and raw resources. Oh, no, wait, food. Food. Seaweed is food. I see it, I weed it. We do not need all of this. We do not need all of these level berries. Boom, go in there. Alright, back to seeds. Got a lot of seeds in here. Tree seeds in here as well. We got adorable seeds, damp hedge seeds, burnables I forgot about. So many sturdy sticks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what else do I have? I got poles. Poles with technical. These are, yeah, those make sense there. What else do I have in my inventory? Okay, so the tiling and the house. I think house materials is probably another box as well. awning, that's considered a house material. A door is considered a house material, but I want doors to be their own thing. So I want doors to have their own space. Freezing chambers is a kit, so I will throw the freezing chambers in there. We will save freezing chambers for... That's gonna be... I think the freezing chambers is gonna be its own stream. Getting that made. I think that's gonna be great. Alright, we got more trees. So... Pecha seeds, more Lepa seeds. Garden. Okay, garden light is considered an outdoor decoration. But it's not natural. You know what I mean? Like, that's the specificity of it that I don't really get. But like a campfire is technically relaxation, so I'm gonna put that in there. Even though it's not furniture, it is relaxation. Strange strings. That's just a material I have to make. I'm just gonna hang on to that. I got more seeds. Maybe we make utility its own thing too. Maybe like light sources. Yeah, light sources. Let's do that. Light sources will be their own box too, and then paint has to be their own box. Okay, so let's make sure we clear out all of the. Oh, hello. You're welcome. Oh, great! More sturdy sticks. This one is full of kits. It's all kits. If it can be a kit, it is in here. We also have more furniture and rugs and things. We got a torch. Torch is considered relaxation, apparently. Light, maybe like light sources. But, like, not all light sources are considered relaxation. It's only the fire-based ones, maybe? Maybe like, candles or torches are just considered their own thing. Carbkaiser, welcome in. Carbkaiser, thank you for the hydrate. Metal drum. That's a decoration. How about that? Okay, so, interesting thing. The slender candle is considered a decoration, but the torch is considered relaxation. Something to consider. Pencil. We got more black rock in here. Seeds. Seeds out the wazoo in here. We got more lumber. Beautiful. We're gonna need that for frames. That's tiling. We're gonna need that. Paper cups. Wow. Light source. Decoration. Community box. Fairy doll. Dolls might even be there. Well, we've got so many toy things we need to make as well. Maybe we do 30 rows, maybe? So much to do. So much to do. Alright, we've cleared this one out. Now we can put in another storage box. This one I said was gonna be... Well, no, let's make this one the tiling one. Because I said I was gonna do that. But maybe I want the tiling one to be closer. Which we said we were gonna do. No, that's for additional rows. Let's do... Alright, first off, where did the frames go? And then... we'll use the arch tiling as... Oh. No, we need to frame it. Show me the frame. Yes. And then... tiling. And then I want doors as its own thing. So that's going to be the next one. But, yes, any sort of tiling is going to go in here. We're going to throw all the brick in there. And then... Maybe under kits is where we put, like, house materials. Maybe that's our alternative to it. We just have a lot of kits, too. A lot of kits. So many kits. Okay, let's go back to seeds. A ton of seeds we just got. Okay, so like, that's a new flower, so that'll go in here. This is considered a hedge, right? Yeah. Yeah, hedges will keep together, trees will keep together. We got black rock, which is gonna go in here. Got a lot of black rock. Red rock, this is a new one. I forget where red rock comes from, but we have red rock. We've got hay piles. Hay piles will go. Limestone. Limestone's a great one. Yeah, put it in there. Wooden flooring, wooden wall, wooden flooring. Oh, here's what we want to do. We want roads to be its own thing. So tiling, that's a road. House materials are gonna go in this box. When I get that box. Okay, we got more burnables. So burnables are gonna go where the twine is. We got more potted plants. Keep holding on to the frames. Decoration. We got more lumber. Put that in. We're gonna have a lot of lumber. The rest seem to be decoration. So we were talking about light sources. Light sources have to be their own thing. Like if we were to start separating decorations, light sources are separate from everything else. Stage. Beans. More crops. We have crops. We got a lot of beans. A lot of beans, chat. We have a lot of wheat. We gotta do something about that. Here, I'm just gonna put the wheat in this slot for now. Maybe we do need to hang on to some crops. No, actually I don't. I don't need to hang on to any crops right now. Okay, what is in my inventory? What do we have? We have more toys. We got relaxation. Maybe we... Okay. Separate from relaxation and decoration, we just have light sources. Because even a slender candle is considered a light source, but they're technically in different categories. So, let's... That's going to be... The next box is light sources, housing materials, and then light sources, and then paint. Those are the next 3 boxes. And then we get into toys. We got another ad starting soon, chat. Oh my gosh, we have so much to do. So much to do, chat. Ooh. Okay, nobody's talking to me. Good. Let's clear up this box. This box, we have a lot of stuff in. Keep all of our pedestals. Pedestals aren't even like, I don't even know what to do with pedestals. Got more seeds, got more leopard berries. Oh my god. We've got so much stuff in here. Oh man. Oh man. Alright. something with all of those. More seeds. That's a kit, technically. Found the garden lights. That's considered a seed. Door. Ooh, we got more frames. Hot dog. We're never gonna use the dowsing machine. Sorry. Oh my god, there's so much. I'm just gonna grab all the like full things we have. Okay. We're gonna come back to that. We just grabbed so much out of that bit. Okay, what do we have? Toy. Can't do anything with toys yet. Pet it. What do I do with... No, displays are gonna go here. Display items like pedestals are gonna go here. Yes. Okay. Okay, we have glass. Glass is refined. And I thought we grabbed more. Yes, we did grab more glass. Okay. And then our other star pieces, raw materials, crystals are gonna go here. Burnables. We have vine root now. More vine root. We have so much leaves, man. So many leaves, man. Leaves, yes. Okay. Natural decorations. Yeah, nature decorations is what this box has become. Okay, but leaves are surely important. Leaves, Chopin? All that I used for? Okay, I only took a 30-minute accidental nap and suddenly you were cooking. We're doing something. We're doing something here. We've got a system in. This is an event piece that I will still put in functional furniture. Leaves... Sorry, I got interrupted. Leaves we only use as extra ingredients in dishes for cooking. That's all we use them for. And you end up with a ton of them when you're pulling weeds, so we don't really need them. So like chairs, tables are their own thing. Chairs are their own thing. It's crazy because like so many things, so many things to do. Chopin. Toys, we're gonna have like 4 boxes for toys.
You're telling me in Pokopia they are thinning the soup? Recession hits everywhere, I guess.
Hey man, don't knock that, alright? They're the Pokemon like leaves. The Pokemon like the leaves. Don't get it twisted. Alright, we're gonna put the other iron rack in there. Anything to stretch the soup. In soup, the base ingredient is water. But if you heat it up, the leaves taste better. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we can put some lost relics in here. So like like, that's technically a lost relic, but it's also a light source, so we're gonna keep that in a separate one. These have no function, but I want to make sure that I have one of each. They're simply like decorations. They don't do anything because they are lost relic items. Hell, I'm even gonna put the dowsing machine in here because we never used the dowsing machine. Relaxation. I'm actually gonna represent relaxation differently. We're gonna frame that, and then we're gonna represent this with the table, which is table and chair. And then that way I can throw this cute bed in there. And then we're gonna take the campfire out because that's gonna become... Maybe beds should be their own thing. Maybe that's important. Maybe that's extra. I don't know. Give it some vitamins. They don't... Pokemon don't need vitamins in this game. What am I talking about? Okay. The Pokemart is technically a kit, so we're gonna throw that in there. I'm just gonna throw the security camera in there while I'm thinking about it. But like, that's a chair, right? That's a bed. Yes, sure. It's a sheet chair. That's a bed. We're just putting all relaxation in here for now. Except for fire pits, because those are considered light sources. So we're gonna keep those separate. Yes, I think that's what we're gonna do. Wait, where did I put the garden light? Where would I have put the garden light? I would have put it in natural decorations. Yes. That's a kit. Dude, it's so over when we get the toy boxes made. We're gonna have so many toys to put in there, man. We got a new hedge. Oh, these are actually just the straight up hedges. I'm gonna be real, Chief. I'm gonna be real. We're gonna cut up all of these and turn them back into seeds. Oh, a regular hedge just turns into leaves? I did not know that. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Or no. No. They... Okay, never mind. Wait, so what are these? Adorable hedge seeds, adorable... What? Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's get rid of all these seeds. Do I have... I do have wildflower seeds. Oh, we got more wildflowers. turn y'all back into seeds. Y'all are throwing off my rhythm here by not being seeds. Technically house materials, and then the awning is a house material. That's a road. We're gonna keep the road. The gold wall is technically not a road. So this is just roads. Brick wall, technically not a road, that's a housing material. Interesting. Okay, so roads are their own thing. Doors are going to be their own thing. Okay, back to table. Do we have any other tables? I don't think we do. Okay. Tiling. That. And then... more burnables. Okay, these were in-home decorations. This is where things like the mats would go in. These aren't technically decorations, but yeah, we'll figure it out. That is an indoor decoration. Yes, that makes sense. That's a toy. That's a toy. More raw resources. Glowing mushrooms, they're technically a raw resource. I can't eat them. So I'm actually just gonna put them here. They're also maybe considered a light source, but I can't set them on the ground. So that's my issue with them. Burnables, more vinyl. Got a wild young goose. So all we have left are metal drum. I'm gonna call that an indoor decoration, even though it can be outdoors. So that makes sense. That's a decoration. That's technically a decoration, yeah, okay. That's an outdoor decoration, but we're gonna specify that later. So House materials, leopard berries. Here, we're gonna take that. We're just gonna put them there. Easy. Toy, toy, light source, toy, light source, toy, toy, toy. Relaxation. This cable's relaxation. All of these are toys except for the community box. The community box will do. And paint's gonna go in its own section. This is a decoration, and then these are gonna go in wall strings. Heard. We're gonna go get that one. Oh, it's like evening now. Oh, I guess it is 4:50. Chopin, you got stream starting soon, right? You will be in shortly. Best friends now. That's fun. I do. I'm setting up my OBS now. Hell yeah. I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna get our last few boxes set up, which we gotta go. Well, we can get one more box from up here. But I want to make sure that I'm tuning into stream. So let me just grab all of this. And then that way we can grab this box and we'll just put all the paint in there. That's going to be the next thing we do. Oh wait, this is going to be housing materials. That's right. Let's do that. And then let's get our frame out. And then let's frame. Let's do one awning. Yeah, and then throw all those in there. Hell, we're even gonna, let's just put the doors in there for now. That's what we'll do. Relaxation. I can already tell that we're gonna have 2 separate boxes for relaxation, so that's gonna be coming soon. Any of these relaxations. We could even have like signs be their own thing. Posters, maybe? No. Posters and signs could be their own thing. We do that. Book pile. Yeah, we're just gonna have signs and information boards be their own thing. That's a poster. I don't have a spot for these yet, so I'm just going to put them in there. And then this is a table. Iron house material is this guy. Where are you? Where'd you go? Door. And then, so we got light sources and toys. Those are the two categories that we need to get made. These are technically not indoor. I'm gonna call this an indoor decoration. And that's a toy. And burnables. Beautiful. And these are part of the event, so I'm just gonna throw those in there. Okay. The rest are toys and light sources. Except for that tall potted plant, I'm just gonna go here. These are housing materials. Oh, this is a decoration. This is a natural one, so we put that here. Corkboard is indoor. Toy. Light source. All toys. Toy. Light source. Alright. Let's hustle on over to Rocky Ridges to collect all of our resources that are being mined. I think if I'm feeling up to it, I might, after Chopin's stream, I think I might go live again and then just keep organizing. Maybe that's what we do. But I want to make sure that I get this done. Because there's just more like tidying up stuff that I want to do. So I think we'll go live after Chopin's done today. What'd you give me? A stone. 3 stones. Alright, how's it looking? Score buddy. I have 21 in right now. It's B3. Let's do 5. Okay, and then travel back. Get our final items made. Alright, King, I'm drinking my Go Juice and getting my last bathroom break in. Great stream, see you on my side. Chopin will be over there shortly. Once I get these boxes filled, my storage will be complete, and I will be raiding over to you very soon. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. I forgot I have Mew that lives here. forgetting that. Oh wait, I have the stream number covered up, don't I? Today's 250. Yeah, today's 259. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's frame these. And we're gonna need to do another row. Another row just today. Just today. Remaining frame and box in here. So I'll just come back to those when I need them. Okay. Lost Relic is technically this feather, so we're going to put that down. Okay. The next one before we do anything is paint. Okay. Here it is. So we're going to frame paint. Add the paint there. And now we just have paint sitting there. Beautiful. Okay. Toys. Or no, light sources. Which, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all of these out. We're going to put the light sources here. Yeah. Source representation is going to be this torch. Light sources. Okay. So, campfire. Candle. Eerie candle. Mushroom lamp, light post, garden light, fireplace. Cool. Alright. So we have light sources. Toys? Oh, yeah, toys. And there's probably ways that we can divide these up, but I'm gonna have the knitting supplies represent the indoor toys. Stacks, we finally found your beeps. 6,217 seconds on those. This will be the last beeps of stream. I'm gonna keep snoozing this last ad because we don't need it. Indoor toys. We're gonna call these outdoor toys. It's gonna be that. And then we're just gonna have the alternative toys go in there. Music tiles. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, so indoor toys. Yes. Punching bag. Sure. That's an outdoor toy. That's an indoor toy. That's an indoor toy. Indoor. Technically outdoor. Could be indoor. I'm gonna call it indoor. Clock. Indoor. Dresser. Indoor. Step stool. Indoor. First aid. Indoor. Any of the dolls are indoor. Newspaper. Indoor. Jumbled cords. Indoor. Dresser. Indoor. Clock. Indoor. Horsey fountain. Outdoor. Cast form weather charm. Outdoor. And then music mat. Oh, I forgot to move paths. Maybe we need another one. Here's what we're gonna make. We're gonna hit the easy button right now. We're just gonna put the roads in there. Easy. Yep, folks, get your last shiny ones in. Get your last ones in. And then I have stone that I'm gonna put in here. In chat, I think we've done everything. We've officially cleared out our inventory. We've done it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've done it. We've done it. Our inventory is cleared. And everything has been organized into these lovely, lovely storage boxes. I'm so happy. We're so done. But they're... Okay, we're gonna make this look nicer in the future. So, like, this soil here, this is gonna be replaced with stone flooring. Which we will do probably... We can probably do it tonight after Chopin's stream wraps up. So, that is what we've got planned. We're gonna do as much as we can after Chopin's stream today, and then I'll even be working on stuff during the stream as well that don't really matter offline. And then maybe there's something else I want to do on stream. If I think of it, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, let's go ahead and get ready to raid over to Chopin's stream. He is playing Return of the Obra Dinn, which is one of my favorite games that I've ever played. If you liked Outer Wilds, you'll love Return of the Obra Dinn. Different art style. It was made almost entirely by one guy. All he did, the only people he got outside of that were translators and voice actors. Those are the only other resources. He made the rest of the game himself. So I'm very excited for you guys to see this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and find Chopin. And let's go ahead and gear up for a raid. Return of the Obra Dinn is gorgeous. Great, gorgeous game. Let's go ahead and get started with a raid. Chat, I'll see y'all maybe tonight. If I don't see y'all tonight for an extra stream, doing more organizational stuff and just like tidying up around the areas, we will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Central. Then we will be doing Kaizo Ironmon. We'll be leaving off where we left off on our Kaizo Ironmon, which was just after the third gym. We got a lot of grinding to do before Maxi and Flannery, so gear up for that. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Raiden out. Peace.